Hello. I think I am live, right? Is that stupid camera working? Can everyone hear me? Angel! Did you get up again in the middle of the night? Same as Natalie.
Angel!
Yay! And I'm echoing myself on YouTube. Yippee! I'm so retarded. Hey, Scratchy, alien. So, who do we have here? Jeremy, Janus, and Sun, Natalie, Angel, Matilda, Scratchy. Well, so since I've heard myself echoing, I think I am fine. Anna! Good. Yeah, I had to use a new program. As everybody knows that streams, they changed everything and I couldn't schedule a live stream as usual. So, hey, Richard, brother. So, oh, thank you, Anna. I'm like totally, I don't know why. I said that last time. I look like I have measles and dots in my face. Like, maybe I should clean the camera. That could help too, right? So, but whatever. We're not here for the looks of it. So, today I wanted to read a little bit about Ragnarok, but just I picked a short version somewhere out of the internet that was close as it gets because I don't want to read it out of the Edda. That would take too long. And there is a reason why I wanted to do this. It has to do with that current situation where we are all in. I mean, not only that, but everything else going on. So I picked a few runes that everybody can feel free to work with. It's not a collective reading. I don't do collective readings with runes. It just they spoke to me that I thought, okay, that's some runes people can work with and understand maybe Ragnarok better. Yeah, so there's some runes that help you to gain strength, to heal, to protect, to manifest. So all that's what's really needed right now. And so I just wanted to read off the Ragnarok story. And by the way, for newcomers, I don't study mythology. I'm not a Dr. Jackson Crawford. I'm not a Robert Zafer or whatever. Everything that I talk about comes from my heart and what I see and what I experience and what I feel. So, yeah, like I'm not a professional in terms of mythology. I try to take them apart a bit because it's most likely symbolic for me. So, yeah. So, which could I scare you with? And I want you to keep an open mind. Don't flip out here. It's not a horror story, and I'll explain it later. Remember, it's symbolic, right? I'm not talking about the end of the world. So, just saying. Okay, let me read this. Well, I'm just remembering, I hope I have unlimited minutes on that software. I hope. Hey, Schwester. So, yeah, and first of all, thank you all for coming here. So let me see. And I want you to listen to it. And you will find many situations that have happened already or will happen that fit. Okay. So I'm reading now. I can't read and read the chat. So just saying, because I have to switch the tab, and I don't know. Oh yeah, cool. I can do screen share here. How cool is that? Haha. But I haven't figured that out yet, so I shouldn't. Haha, too early. So, hey IOX. Okay, I'm reading now. So, an X age, a sword age. Shields will be gashed. There will be a wind age and a wolf age before the world is wrecked. First of all, Midgard will be wrenched and wrecked by wars for 3 winters. Fathers will slaughter sons. Brothers will be drenched in one another's blood. Mothers will desert their menfolk and seduce their own sons. Brothers will bed with sisters. The Fimbulvetr, the winter of winters, will grip and throttle Midgard. Driving snow clouds will converge from north and south and east and west. There will be bitter frost, biting winds. The shining sun will be helpless. 3 such winters will follow each other with no summer between them. So the end will begin. Then the children of the old giantess and Ironwood will have their say. The wolf skull will seize the sun between his jaws and swallow her. He will splatter Asgard with gore, and his brother Hati will catch the moon and mangle him. The stars will vanish from the sky. The earth will start to shudder then. Great trees will sway and topple. Mountains will shake and rock and come crashing down. And every bond and every fetter will burst. Fenrir will run free. Ector, watchman of the giants, will sit on his grave mound and strum his harp, smiling grimly. Nothing escapes the red cock Fiala. He will crow to the giants from Birdwood. At the same time, the cock, who not, I said it wrong, who wakes the warriors every day in Valhalla, golden-combed Gullinkambi will crow to the gods. A third cock, Rust Red, will raise the dead in hail. The sea will rear up and waves will pummel the shore because Jormungand, the Midgard serpent, is twisting in fury, working his way onto dry land. And in those high seas, Naglafa will break loose, the ship made from dead man's nail. The bows and the waist and the stern and the hold will packed with giants, and Hyrmni will stand at the helm, heading towards the plain Vigrid. Vigrid is, by the way, where the battle is happening, which I believe, of course, is here and above, so below, right? Loki, too, free from his fetter, will take the water. He will set sails towards Vigrid from the north, and his dead weight will be all the ghastly crew in hail. Let me see what... Oh, yeah. Then the brother Fenrir and Jormungand will move forward, side by side. Fenrir's slavering mouth will gape wide open, so wide that his lower jaw scrapes against the ground and his upper jaw presses against the sky. It would gape still wider if there were more room. Flames will dance in Fenrir's eyes and leap from his nostrils. With each breath, meanwhile, Jormungand will spell venom. All the earth and the sky will be splashed and stained with poison. So then what I found interesting too, the world will be in uproar, the air quaking with booms and blares and their echoes. Then the sons of Muspel will advance from the south and tear apart the sky itself as they too close in on Vigrid. So which it means this will break the dome. And with dome, I mean our awakening, our programming. I read that. I'm personally reading it in there. So that goes on and on and on. I don't want to get, there is not much more. What I found interesting, you have to read it yourself. Yggdrasil itself will moan. That's a tree of life, right? The ash that always was and waves over all that is. Its leaves will tremble, its limbs shiver and shake, even as two humans take refuge deep within. Everything in heaven and in earth and hell will quiver. Um, so this is actually what I see as looking comfort in Mother Nature again, right? And then it goes into the fights with the gods. They get all as well involved. So, but so then another one shows up, Seward. You know him out of the Marvel, big fiery beast, which has nothing to do with Marvel, I'm just saying. So then Seward will fling fire in every direction. Asgard and Misgard and Jotunheim and Nilfheim will become furnaces. Places of raging flame, swirling smoke, ashes, only ashes. The worlds will burn and the gods will die. The Einherjar will die, men and women, children in Midgard will die. Elves and dwarfs will die, giants will die, monsters and creatures of the underworld will die. Birds and animals will die, the sun will be dark and there will be no stars in the sky. The earth will sink into the sea. Then the earth will rise again out of the water, fair and green. The eagle will fly over cataracts, swoop into the thunder and catch fish under cracks. Corn will ripen in fields that were never sown. Vida and Vali will still be alive. Those are the ones that were hiding in the tree. They will survive the fire and the flood and make their way back to Idaval, the shining plain where Palaces once stood. So they will sit down in the sunlight and begin to talk. Turn by turn, they will call up such memories, memories such as are known to them alone. They will talk over many things that happened in the past, and the evil of Jormungand and the wolf Fenrir. And then among the waving grass, they will find golden chessboards, treasures owned once by Asia, and gaze them in wonder. So, and then also it says, many courts will rise again once more, some good and some evil. So, like I said, that there is so much more. I just wanted to keep it short because I find this all matches very much, which was already going on, which is still going on, which is probably to come. And I'm not necessarily talking about like everything ending, the world really gonna drown in the ocean, right? It's not only that Earth will renew, it's also us, we're changing, right? So no snake will bite your head off or anything else. Like I said, things will change on Earth, with Earth, and there is no doubt. But the good and the bad, they're restoring the balance back. And I said before, I've seen the chaos dragon on my journeys, right? And again, it's also about us, and it's time for us to choose which way to go to find out what's really important. And also that we need to be kind to each other. And can we do that? Have we reprogrammed, released everything that blocked us? So also the winter, the fire, the water, and the earth, the 9 worlds, it's also about us, our inner self, right? And I've talked about the chakras and elements and the runes in the past, and for a reason. So anyhow, I thought that the runes that I'm going to talk about, they might help you. And again, remember not to use runes for negative intention, or demand runes to do a job for you. That will bite you in the ass. So, and preferably do a little more homework about them. I have them under my playlist under runes. I described every rune to the best of my knowledge. And even when you listen now, some might not even resonate with you. Then, just feel it. So, you know what I mean? So, let me see. Here, I can't see my chat. I have to switch back again. I have to switch back for my Ragnarok thingy. Sorry, I'm still learning that stupid program here. Driving me nuts. Anyways. Hey, Vadruna of Algis. Laura, Randy, Tim. I'm sorry if I missed some coming in. I can't talk or something. Johan, Mikhail. Did I miss more? I'm really sorry. Sam, hi. Right, Anna. 9 underworlds and 13 heavens. Maiden and Anna, an angel. Isn't that nice? So, Steph, look at you. I was just thinking about you the other day. I haven't seen you forever on Tube either. Not too much, Laura. I was reading a little bit of Ragnarok to explain it a bit more, because it sounds so mean and isn't really. So, as I said before in that story, at the end of Ragnarok, Surt, he wastes everything with his fiery sword, right? And here now we have to remember that out of the ashes, new life is born, and out of new ocean, which is the following rune, Laguz, which is coming, which melts the ice and also grows a new earth, right? So, and again, I just take some important points out of the rune for this situation. So, if, like I said, if you want to hear more about the rune, I always talk about the way I feel it in that rune. So, Laguz is the rune of higher consciousness. So it's the rune of substance, of living energy, and it's practically the real out of which everything is made, right? And Laguz represents water. So to make it easy, you can think of an empty glass that you fill with water. So, and the same way you treat your mental goals, right? So you can harness Vril with Laguz. So this way you are filling your mental goals with the Vril. You know what I mean? So therefore you have the energy with the Vril to create that which you are desiring to manifest or do. And also you can use Vril with this rune to fill our psychic powers, you can say, and move them into the right patterns. Because we all know people that are awakening and discovering their gifts again, they're all like puzzling things together. So, and Laguz is one that takes the flow of the real energy and changing it direct in the direction so it gets under the control of your will. So you practically only have to visualize Laguz, and Laguz will send to your mind the will's power towards your goal. So it's really neat. I mean, again, right? You need to practice the meditation that I talked about before. So What? Yeah, I'm German, Sam. No, I'm not Polish. Angel is. I'm German. Yeah, your neighbor. So, um, yeah, so this rune stands for me above the others I'm talking about now. So, with Laguz, you can actually take control of the following runes to steer the energy of the runes, if you know what I mean. So next, so let me see if I can screen share and then I can show you the runes. Wouldn't that be neat? So let me see. If I can do that. Share screen. Oh, application window. No, not worky. Never mind. Doesn't work. What I could do, because I'm smeared, I can draw the runes for you. So, or you can Google it too, right? So that's Laguz. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Vadruna, I have to figure that program out here. I'm sure there is a way to screen share. I don't know. Oh, maybe it does work. Let me see. Does it work? Yeah, it works. Hey, no commercial here. I'm just pulling up a website. So that's Laguz. So next we have Nautis. Sorry, now you're gonna. Here, that's Nautis. I just Google it, right? So you can see it. There, it works. Woo! So many that work with Nautis, they have mixed feelings about this one because it's the rune originally about necessity. So, and now this is fire and earth. So, and it's a fate rune too. So in all phases of our life, right, we can use the power of the fate rune. So because all our actions, they are interconnected with each other. I'm not drunk. So, and I talked about the weird before. They run through the weird of every single person, like pulsating lines, like a net. And it's like the network of the Norns that lies over every moment in between, you know. And the power, it's like from birth till death. Like, I mean, it starts in the womb. When you're in the womb already, that's when it starts. So, and that's why nowadays actually accompanies us in every moment, because it's linked to the fate. So, and the action of every individual can very well influence fate. Like, so if, yeah, it's, and I'm talking about this later too. So, like, my action can influence your fate, right? In any way. So it's not that everything is yeah, meant to be. You can change it. You just have to know how, right? You can change your book of life. Angel, you're drinking. I wish. Yeah, skull, it's water. Good night, Richard. Thank you for coming. Um, I could use a drink though, but I don't have any. Where was I? So my action can influence your fate, and your action can influence mine. It because of this net where we're in, and that's why it's so important that we strengthen our net of life, of light, of love, of compassion. It's very important. I'm not saying, again, take shit from everyone. I certainly don't. Like, this is not what I mean. But you get what I mean. So, and now this is also the rune of the Norns, right? So Urt is the Norn of everything that has already happened. Then Urt is the Norn of everything. No, Urt is the Norn of everything that has already happened. Then Verdandi, she determines our present, and Skuld is the Völva of the future. And together they weave the threads of life, and that's why we can influence each other's fate. So what example can I give? Let's say I treated you really bad in high school. I bullied you all along. That can change your fate in form of you being shy or not trusting people. So while if I would have treated you nice, with, hey, do you need help with homework? Can I help you carry your school books or whatever? This might have moved you in another direction, being more open to people. So you know what I mean? So yeah, I hope I make sense. So, and also now this strengthens your magical abilities as well. But of course you need to recognize them first. Okay, once you recognize, oh, I got this and this gift and this ability, you can ask now this to strengthen them. And it helps you how to learn how to integrate them into your life, for the better, of course. And also now this is really great to ward off any attacks by others who maliciously want to change your will, so your fate, right? So even if you have the feeling you're suffering from a negative fate, if you think everything is going wrong, and something must have happened in the past, you can use her, or everything is going wrong lately, you can call on now this too as an emergency, so to ward off negativity for you. So you can even paint it at your door, or wear it as an amulet against negative attacks, and or as a talisman. She will strengthen the resistant and promotes to overcome material adversity. So like if you're running totally out of ideas. And with every rune that I mentioned, you can harness the real energy to heal, right? And now this is mostly for the arm parts. It helps you, now listen carefully, it's a defense rune and prevention for all kind of diseases. Got me? Okay. And it also can help you when you're in a depressive mood, if you have symptoms of depression, even if you feel like I really don't want this anymore. So it's really not nice. So that was Nautis. So now let me look for Fehu. Next I have Fehu. I like that screen sharing. Oh, there we have Fehu. I like that. So screen sharing is cool. So Fehu is also the rune of fire. So and fire, because it's connected to the fire of creation. It's like the primeval fire. And it is the fire that creates everything, or created everything when the world was still chaos, which it is again, kinda, get my hint here. So, and it is the source of all life, since it melted the ice that formed the drop from the Emir, the first giant, the first being in the world. And from him they created actually everything, but I don't want to get into that now. I think I mentioned it even once. So what Feo tells you is actually that the past is past. The past is past, you know what I mean? And new things are allowed to emerge now. So of course Feo is a rune of selfless abundance, right? So in this case, set, since we're at it, so act for the benefit of everyone, you know, and not just for pure self-interest. So, and if you succeed, and then the abundance will support you and give you the strength and courage to help other people. So, and you can wear Feo as an amulet, you know, if you have to deal with a crisis in your life that was in the past, but you wanted to end now as a new beginning. Yeah, it will give you strength. And what it also does, it helps also curing illnesses. It actually helps you find the source of sicknesses or illnesses. So also it wards off negative energy from outside, you know, if you feel, if that negative energy threatens your existence. So carry Feo with you then. And also for the physical aspect, if you want to harness the real energy into Fehu, it can help you with chest area and against breathing difficulties. It strengthens you during illness and in times of mental crisis. That's why I kind of picked that rune as well. Breathing difficulties, illnesses, and mental crises. I think we have that enough. And like I said, it helps you to get to the point of organs, what might be wrong with them. But of course, you cannot just say, hey, Feo, what's up with my butt? You know, I mean, you really got to do deep meditation. Sherry, Max, hello. I haven't missed anyone else, no? Yeah, Feo is nice. Vadruna, yeah. Lagusenaut is flow and constraint. Nicely said, Natalie. Nicely said. Oh, Anna, I just read it. Yeah, software looks good. It looks great. Good. Okay, Angel, thank you for coming. I really appreciate that. Okay, you have a good night. You go back to bed, Angel. We talk tomorrow anyways. So then next, I was kind of wondering, hesitating if I should use this, but I found it important. So, yeah. So just for the beginning, before I start talking about it, do I need some water soon? Yeah, I got water here, Max. What I would like you to do, if you're not familiar with runes, don't experiment with Thuridas around. Thuridas is a protection rune, but it also can poke the crap out of you if you have issues to deal with. Hey, Tenchi! Pyramid! Yo, yo, yo! Yeah, it's a powerful rune. It's a fire rune as well. So, and it strengthens the heart in any way. So, so the rune gives you power, right? Everything that you really want will succeed with this rune. So, and with this rune, it also has the energy of the giants and the thunder. Many associate it also with Thor, but it depends on what you use it for. But in this case, it's mostly giants energy for me. But you need to follow your intuition there, right? So be brave, but also humble. So do not use the power for anything but the good. So, and that goes in general for everything you do. Don't brag about what is given to you, but, share it with respect. Be humble. Respect your spiritual abilities, develop them, and honor them. And never lose sight of yourself. That's what I wanted to say. So, and like I said, it can poke you, right? It can, it can raise questions like, what is still uncovered? What do you have to deal with? But nevertheless, the rune wants to increase your waiting capacity because the time has not come yet to make a decision. So, since it's primarily a matter of letting go of the old. So, which it's hard to let go of the old sometimes. We're so used to everything. And I find that especially in, like, right now, the rune will give you on a physical aspect also, it supports your willpower and strengthens the heart in every way. It strengthens your heart chakra and heart issues. I mean, see a doctor if you have heart issues. I'm just saying it's a very powerful rune. So use it in this case just for your willpower and for the patience, because we all need willpower right now, more or less, more need a little more. You get my point here. So, but don't experiment around with the rune in forms of, if you read something in regards to magic, I highly recommend not to, like really not to. I mean, it's a protection room, like I said as well, but just don't experiment around with it. Just use it for your willpower and the help to let go of the old, which we all need right now, because things will change. Things will not be the way anymore they were. So, yes, Vadruna, be well of your intentions. So, yes, Max, it can. The one is for the protection. The one is to point at you the way I see it. To, to point out here, this is that you have to deal with. May I poke you here? But it depends, again, it depends all what you do with runes. That's the thing with runes, right? It depends on what you do. So some of them might not even speak to you. And if they don't, then don't even bother. So next, let me find it. I have Ewas. Here we have beautiful Ewas. There it is. And it's actually called the horse rune. The horse, and it's an earth rune. So in this one, I like because in days like this, when some can't be together or, separated due to this whole bullshit, and you're open and awake, let me put it this way, you can use this rune to get in touch with each other on a spiritual level. Like, I'm not kidding. Or with other beings. So, and help them to strengthen, like use that rune to become part of a person that you want to heal, that you want to be in contact with, and they will feel you. It's true. I mean, I do that stuff. I do energy work, and I had people confirming exactly what I did, right? And so so not only in terms of energy work, of healing work, but also if you really in these times can't be together, you can use it to, I mean, not that you sit like serious 8 cents next to them. That's not what I mean. That would be cool if I could do that. But they will feel you. Just trust me on that. It's because you use the word, right? The net to weave into them, into their emotions. Do I make sense? Hey, Evan. Oh, Evan, thank you. Oh, no blush. Thank you. That's kind. So yeah, like I said, since Eva supports the magical travel, it is the perfect choice for long distance connection, really. And it also stands for growth, for harvest, for peace and prosperity. And these are all aspects of the god Freyr. So, and this is what we're looking ahead. So, but in order to look ahead, we need to let go of the old. And sometimes we hold on because we think there is nothing better than that. We're scared to take a chance. So we hold on to the old that is done, that no longer serves us. And I'm feeling in these times, many people will realize what is really important. Do I really need 2 BMWs in the garage, or do I rather enjoy my freedom in the park? Some people will realize how nice it is to spend time with their family, actually, and enjoy walks in the sun. I mean, you get what I mean. I don't need to get into all of this, but that was just a lame example, but I think you get my point. So EOS can also help you to increase the spontaneity, which we are missing if we can't let go of the old one, if we just can't take a chance to move forward and just do it, So yeah, it helps you, and the talisman helps you with unity and reliability as well. And if you want to harness real energy for the physical aspect, it promotes no, not it promotes. That would be bad. It helps you with back pain, back problems, and everything back related. Uh, it promotes your mobility, and also it helps you harmonizing the process of the symbiotic of body and mind. And this is what I just mean. This is very important during these times. Okay. So I learned the simple one-word explanations of the rune. Nothing so in-depth. Great stuff. Yeah. Resorian. Hey. Tree hugger. I'm just going through the chat again in case I missed something. I'm really sorry, but oh, Laura is here. Hey, Mashta. But you all know me that when I can either talk or read, you know how that goes with me. So, and last but not least, I would like to present Ingwas. Really nice, really nice. And that one kept coming so many times in reading for others. It came so many times to me, and I was blocked. I was literally blocked. I had no connection anymore to this rune. I did not know. I said, what do you want from me? It came every time. I don't know, totally blackout. So I kind of had to go into it and take my time again, take time for me and see what's going on. So there are different forms of Ingwas. I prefer this one because this is like can be mistaken for Odal. So I mean that's just something I threw in there. So yeah, Ingwas. Oh, Schwester, I get a rune out and set it in my bed. Is that okay? Yeah, I would. It depends on what rune, I would say, and what's your intention with it. What like what that rune came for, what you ask. I would say depends on what you do. I wouldn't necessarily put Turidas under my pillow. No, me personal. So yeah, so that's Ingwas. I mean, I like that one too when I visualize it for people, for energy work. I like to use this as a shield, right? But it depends on the person. It depends on what you want to do with it, right? Irina Hefzi, hello and welcome. Thank you very much for coming. Say hello, everyone, to Irina. Yeah, that you can do too to connect. I'm just saying, yeah, or DNA, right? The DNA one, Natalie, I find. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Like I said, I'm probably different anyways. like I said, the one that I just showed, I like to put on as a shield, depending on what and with who, right? And Ingwas is also a water rune and an earth rune. So, but yet she gives you actually the fire of inspiration within that will warm you, actually. So, especially in times when you feel lonely, like many people feel lonely right now. And so, and it's important to feed this fire. You know, you cannot let your fire die. So, and Ingwas creates something new, like new energy forms. Like powers can manifest with it, and so, and all of this gathers and bundles into sometimes that is on the way to emerge again. So you pick a little energy here, you pick that energy here, you bundle it up, right? And that turns it into something new. It's really nice. So, and whatever you do with that one, whatever you manifest with that one, it will last for a long time or live for a long time. So Ingwas is a very powerful rune that can be used when you need a lot of energy. So that's why I brought it up too, right? So you can even draw the rune on your body when you feel weak, and it will give you energy. And of course, connect with the rune, not just, start nilly-willy. You know what I mean? So, and an amulet will protect you, like harnessing Vril through the rune will, no, I forgot what I want to say. Protect you against developmental disorders. And a talisman secures you when you need some rest, some breaks. So and also there is a lot of concentration of energy and thoughts in this rune, which is the water in this rune. Okay, and to heal physical effects with Ingus, again, like besides the development disorders, you can also use it to for diseases, just saying, wink. And it's also used for male genital disorders, which has mostly to do with blockages caused by past situations, I would say, right? Which is kind of a development disorder, you can say, like a paralysis. So, and with all this said, like I said, you can't demand a rune. If it doesn't want to come to you, it just doesn't come to you. And if you're like me, like, and it comes and you don't know, like, you're like, what? Then, it will come again and again until you finally get the hint, right? And also keep in mind the process into becoming a real being or being able to harness all that real energy. It doesn't happen overnight, Like we all know that that transformation can take all our entire lives because, we all are here now. We went all through shit, right? Until we're here now. So, so just start using what you've learned now. Okay. So don't hesitate any longer. And also, before I forget, incense, you can of course use incense. For this, I would recommend copal, juniper, myrrh, amber. What else did I have? Benzoe. Yeah, benzoe. So can I stop now? So like I said, be patient. And it's really getting dark here. Not here, but no light. So I hope you can do something with that information about the runes. treat them with respect, treat everyone else with respect. I turn on the light for a second, so I'm not totally in the dark here. That's too bright. Okay. Holy Jesus. Whatever. Yeah, try to support each other. Last week I talked about taking away energy, right? Which is also important. Because many use Vril to create how can I explain that quick without getting into that right now? It can create a force, like a personal magnetism, and that enables the Vril or the energy that those people draw to attract, influence, and dominate and control others. Okay, and that's been happening throughout history. So, and I might talk about that next week, maybe a little more. But yeah, but I mentioned last time, in order to manifest something, you cannot manifest like example. I can't find an example. Help me. Yeah, I take the same old, like I hope I will find a boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't want to be alone anymore. Just act like you have someone already. Turn away from that thought, because if you add this in, or I don't want to be alone anymore, you add energy from this alone into your manifestation, if you're trying to manifest. So turn away from that totally, and then act like you have that partner already. For example, act like the other person is feeling better, that you want to not to be sick anymore. Act like it happens already, like there was never anything else. So oh, you pulled iOS? Wee. Nice. The tree. So, and yeah, and we keep feeding other people's energy. Is it that stupid mainstream media? You might not realize it, but you feed with your energy. You feed them, you give them attention, you feed them with your energy. So if you don't want to do it, turn off your TV. Stop feeding it. Because once you stop feeding into that, once they stop getting their views, for example, in form of energy, and you don't react to it anymore, and you turn away, and I rather plant my flowers in the garden, right? Because I know everything is good. You act like everything is good already. They will lose the energy. Actors, if you stop watching their movies, if you stop listening to them singing, they will fade away. And of course, I'm not saying not to be not careful right now. I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that, but you get my point, right? So you need just try to, yeah, get your head clear. You can concentrate on what you still have to do. You can concentrate on helping other people. If you constantly bam, 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 10 million people have the answer, the key to what is going on. No one does. Fuck no. I wish I would, but you will not find the truth ever. Hey, Roblox, I'm almost done. Sorry. So plus it will just weaken you, you feed into the energy, and they want to spread fear. And so then you feed yourself with fear on top of that, and then now you got it, right? So really important. And that fear thing, I mean, I said it before, a month. It's really important to let go everything, you know, and stop fearing. And yeah, because I felt something coming. So I mean, I didn't know what. I just had it in my gut, but I didn't know what. And many did. Many knew something was about to happen. But I also have a feeling that something really great is going to happen. So, and I did a little journey on Friday, a little ritual. I really can't talk about it at all, not to be important or better or something. I just can't. Some information I just can't share yet. So, and out of a reason. That's another thing. Some things are better to be kept to yourself because then they have more ability, more power. You know what I mean? Which goes back to Fehu. So, yeah, so in these times, I mean, do what you have to do, right? Wash your hands. Just kidding. I had to say that. No, I'm serious. Do what you have to do right now. And, but try not to let it infect your life, your health, your spirituality. You know, do whatever it takes, and help others, communicate with others that feel lonely, and remember that's not a one-man show. It's not there's one superhero who will save us all. This is new. So, and this is not about others are coming to save us. No, we gotta save ourselves. We gotta actually get our comfy asses up and do something in every way. Is it in spiritual terms? Is it to be awakened? What is really going on without feeding our brain with too much input? Because unfortunately, there are also too much poisoned information out there mixed with the truth. So it's really hard to tell. That's why really at one point I just stopped looking. But just like rarely I look, right? What I can tell you though, from what I saw on my journey, some will get it really badly. I mean, Ragnarok is the battle about the gods and here, right? So, and I saw that 3 years ago, the battle in the sky, or there will be a spiritual war on earth. Now I know what Odin meant when he talked to me back then. Yeah. So, yeah, get your own house in order. That's right, Roblox. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I can say, that we all are in this together, right? And we have to watch out for each other. And even the ones that annoy the shit out of you because, you know, they fall for it, try to be a little more patient with them because they don't know better yet, right? But I saw this beautiful net of people, and there will be more and more and more. So it will be good. I mean, we have a long way to go still, you know. It's not like over now. And we need a little more strength still. So, and the best thing we can do it is to support each other, right? Cheer each other's up. And I think I'm saying goodbye again for 10 minutes, right? Or was it 15 times? I always do that. Journal disrepair. I was just leaving. I did my mandatory 10 minutes goodbye already. So, yes. Yeah, that's all for now. So, be nice to each other, be patient with each other, and stay awake, see what's going on, and we take it from there. Yeah, and if you have questions regarding the runes, like I said, general, just a pinch. Like I said, you can look them up either on my playlist. They're long videos though about every rune, so be warned. Behold. And if you have other than that questions, shoot me an email. If I don't answer right away, I apologize. I'm still working, luckily, and for now. And so I'm always a bit behind with answering at night. So don't then bear with me. It's not because I ignore you. All right. Hey, Robert, did I say hello to you already? I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, then let's see if I can end this here. Okay, you guys, you have a great day, great evening, or a good morning wherever you are. And thank you all so much for coming and for listening to me, to my mumbo jumbo. And yeah, lots of love to you all. Bye.